Welcome. Today we are going to explore the F-distribution. This is a fundamental concept in statistics that serves as the backbone for comparing variances and conducting analysis of variance, or ANOVA tests. It helps us understand the relationship between two different sources of variability. Before we dive into the F-distribution itself, let's quickly recall what variance represents. Variance is simply a measure of spread. It tells us how far a set of numbers is spread out from their average value. If the data points are clustered closely together, the variance is low. If they are scattered far apart, the variance is high. So, what exactly is the F-distribution? At its core, it is the probability distribution of the ratio of two independent sample variances. It allows us to answer a critical question: is one variance significantly larger than the other? This assumes that the populations we are drawing from are normally distributed. Here is the mathematical formula. The F-statistic is calculated by dividing variance 1 by variance 2. By convention, we usually place the larger variance in the numerator, which ensures that our F-value is greater than or equal to 1. Technically, this is a ratio of two chi-square distributions divided by their respective degrees of freedom. The F-distribution has some distinct properties. First, because variance is a squared quantity, it can never be negative. Therefore, F-values are always 0 or positive. Second, the distribution is not symmetrical. It is positively skewed, meaning it has a long tail extending to the right. Unlike the normal distribution, which depends on mean and standard deviation, the shape of the F-distribution is determined by two parameters: the degrees of freedom for the numerator and the degrees of freedom for the denominator. These are directly related to the sample sizes of the two groups being compared. Let's see how those degrees of freedom affect the shape. When the degrees of freedom are small, the curve is highly skewed to the right. However, as the degrees of freedom increase, meaning we have larger sample sizes, the curve becomes more symmetrical and bell-shaped, looking more like a normal distribution. In a hypothesis test using the F-distribution, our null hypothesis states that the two population variances are equal. If this is true, the ratio of the sample variances should be close to 1. If we calculate an F-value that is much larger than 1, it suggests that the variances are likely not equal. The most common application of this distribution is in analysis of variance, or ANOVA. Here, we compare the variance between different groups against the variance within those groups. This allows us to determine if the means of 3 or more groups are statistically different from one another. Finally, to make a decision, we look at the critical region. If our calculated F-value falls into the shaded tail area on the right, it is greater than the critical value. This means the probability of seeing such a ratio by chance is very low, and we therefore reject the null hypothesis.
If you like this video, hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe. Visit codelucky.com for more such useful content.